Good morning, students. Today we will start third part of this first chapter, that is challenges of nation building. Students, we have discussed in the last video about the difficulties faced during the process of partition. Now we will discuss what were the consequences of partition. As I have told you yesterday, that this process of partition was not very easy. It was full of violence, it was full of bloodshed, because I have told you yesterday in previous video that minorities were there on both sides of the border, Hindus and Sikhs. Those who were Indians earlier, they became alien in their home only, and they have to migrate from Pakistan to India. Same the Muslims, those who were living in this part, means India, now they became undesirable in India and they have to migrate from India to Pakistan. So students, the first consequence of partition was transfer of population, and this transfer of population was not planned. No planning was there. Have you seen the picture Gadar of Sunny Deol? Yes, in that picture you have seen the transfer of people from this part to that part and from that part to this part. So this was the first consequences, that lakhs of people, they have to go from this part to that part, and this was the largest number of transfer. Near about 80 lakh people from both the sides, they have to migrate. This was largest, most abrupt and unplanned and tragic transfer. Human history has not seen such type of transfer earlier. Second consequence of partition was killing and atrocities. It has been estimated that near about 5 to 10 lakh people, they were killed during this process of partition. Not only this side or that side, both sides. Both sides, in the name of religion, the people of one community, they killed the people of other community. Earlier, they were neighbors, they were living like brothers, now they became enemies. Communal riots were there. Cities like Lahore, Amritsar, Kolkata, these cities were divided into communal zones. Hindu area, Muslim area. Hindus were killing Muslims and Muslims were killing Hindus. The main cities Lahore, Kolkata and Amritsar, they were divided into communal zones. And Muslims, they did not go to the area of Hindus, and Hindus, they were also not going in the areas or zones of the Muslims. Means the neighbors became enemies. The people, they have to leave their homes. They have to go across the border. They have no security. What the government have done? The government has created refugee camps. Earlier, the people were the owner of big houses, big homes. But now they have to leave because this migration was not planned. They have to leave their houses and they had to live in the refugee camps. And in refugee camps, the life was full of miseries. Local administration was not helping them. Police was not helping them. They have to travel on other sides of border with their own means. No transport facility was provided. Sometimes they have to move by foot. And one more thing, during the journey when they were going by train or by bus or by foot, they were attacked. The women, they were abducted and raped. Thousands of women were raped on both sides of the border. One more thing, students, that there was forceful conversion of religion. The women were forced to convert their religion from Hindu to Muslim and Muslim to Hindu, and they were also forced to marry with them. In the name of religion, what have not done with the women, and what the parents of women have done, they have killed their daughters themselves. This was known as honor killing. They killed their daughters. That if they thought if their daughter will alive, he or she will be abducted or raped by the another community, or he or she will be forcefully converted the religion or forcibly married. So, to prevent their daughters from all these problems, they themselves killed their daughters. This was known as honor killing. For the name of their family, for the honor of their family, they killed. And those who managed to cross the border, there was no home for them. They have to live in the refugee camps for the months, and sometimes they had to live for years. Children, they were separated from their parents. Students, you can talk with your grandparents about this. If you are having grandparents at your home, you can talk with them, you can ask them about the miseries faced by the people on both sides of the border. And one more thing that I have not written here, this partition was not the partition of property. This was the partition of hearts. This was written by many poets, many writers, many filmmakers. They have called it that this is not the partition of property, this is the partition of hearts. Students, not only the people they have to migrate, the things were also distributed between India and Pakistan. Financial assets, things like tables, chairs, typewriters, paper clips, books, musical instrument, police band, employees of the government, railways, all were divided. And students, all this division was full of violence. Everywhere there were violence. Students, when this was going on, our leader Mahatma Gandhi, he did not participate in the celebration of achieving independence. When we got independence, At that time, Mahatma Gandhi was in Kolkata. As I have told you, Kolkata, a big city which was divided into communal zones, Hindu zone and Muslim zone. At that time, Mahatma Gandhi was there to establish peace among Hindus and Muslims, because there was communal violence, and he was very much saddened and disheartened because he believed in ahimsa and satyagraha. He persuaded the Hindus and Muslims, please stop this violence. And because of his presence in Kolkata, because he was residing in Calcutta at that time, the situation improved there. Their communal harmony was established there, and his prayer meetings attracted the large crowds. But this was a short term, because the riots started again. So, students, this was the first problem under nation building, that was partition and displacement and rehabilitation of the people. Tomorrow we will discuss about the princely states. Till then, goodbye, take care.